When we say you've got to stop the threat, that does not mean simply disarming someone. Hi everyone, this is John with today's active self-protection lesson out of Bologna, Italy. Shows a very brave man who is going to disarm a man who is armed with a long gun. But what he doesn't know is the man has a handgun on him as well. Going to teach us some important lessons about bravery, about willingness to step in and defend ourselves, but also about what it truly means to stop the threat, as well as we're going to talk about spiritual fitness. So this is an armed robbery, and we can just see the camera's not great, but we can see this guy's got a long gun. It's actually a shotgun if you go read the news story. It's on my website, links in the description. And he's threatening all these people, and they're staying very chill, and he has told the owner that he wants him to go and open the safe for him. And what we're about to see here is the owner comes around to do that, and he's like, hey man, it's cool, it's chill, and he decides he's gonna go for it. You see the gun go off there, but he wasn't shot in that instance, takes it away from him. Now he's chasing him towards the back. Now, unfortunately, what the news story says we didn't get on camera is that the guy actually had a pistol on him and shot and killed that owner. And now what we see here is this other woman sees that, and the guy's got his pistol in his hand there, having already killed the owner of this store. So now he takes everything that he wants, and he's going to go back and get his shotgun here in just a moment, but he takes everything that he needs. She tells him how to get into the safe. Again, this is from the news story. And then he's going to wander off with all that he wants. And this one ends with that unfortunate tragedy. So now I want to go back and learn some lessons out of this one. And the first one is compliance against an armed robber. That all the customers in this store here are just chilling. They're just like, hey, I don't want to have any problems. And that's good. If you don't have attitude, skills, and plan to cover your ass, your best bet is compliance. Now, when the owner decides to go, what we're going to see here first is that the owner is going to come close, and what I want to notice there is he's got that palm out. Hey man, it's okay. He's feigning compliance until it's his time to go. Now he's going to practice the 5Ds+1, and that's awesome. We want to get behind that, but let's see how they work out. But he complies until it's time. The first one is he closes the distance. That +1 is distance. You got to get the distance closed first to get your hands in the fight, especially against a distance tool like a firearm. Then you got to deflect. So once you've covered the distance, first D is deflect, and that's why you see the gun go off right there. And thankfully, because he deflected the barrel is not facing him, and so when the gun goes off, it does not hurt him. So you got to deflect, then dominate. And we see the guy go in here, and now he's got the gun dominated. The worst thing to dominate is the gun, better the arm with the gun, but at least he has that gun dominated. Next thing we want to do is distract. Otherwise, if you can't distract, you're in a dominance fight. You're in a fight over strength. But thankfully, he had enough strength, so he was able to disarm him. But that 5th D that we always talk about is to disable, to keep him from being able to attack you more. And the rest of this video is the reason that we want to do that. He was able to disarm him, but because he didn't disable him, you could actually see the guy going for his gun right there. And because he wasn't disabled, he was able to get another weapon in the fight and unfortunately kill this owner. And so that's why we talk about the 5Ds ending, not just with you having the gun, but with you not just disarming, but disabling him so that he can't hurt you anymore. Unfortunately, our owner did not do that in this case and paid with his life. So if you're going to go after it with the 5Ds, make sure you go through all 5Ds+1, cover the distance, then we're going to deflect, we're going to dominate, we're going to distract, disarm, and then disable so that you can cover your asp.